So this quote, I was reading C.S. Lewis quotes, and I came across this quote. And how I understand this quote is that the depth of the quote, the essence of the quote, is perception and how we see the world and how the lenses that we use to see the world, which begin in us. The lens is just the lens, but what we see and feel here is how we're going to see this lens. That's the depth. It's deeper than what he's saying here, and I'll explain it after I read the quote. So the quote is this, from C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is saying this: I believe in Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen. Not only because I see it, but because by it I see everything else. So Christianity, his interpretation of Christianity, is what he sees everything else through. So that's his lens. Now, the depth of this quote is that for him, it began, because he's passed away since, but it began from within. So how we interpret something, and this is my opinion, how we interpret something comes from within. So let's say the Bible, just take the Bible for example, the New Testament. If you have negativity in your mind, you're going to interpret the Bible in a negative light. If you have positivity in your mind, you're going to interpret it in a positive light. Interpretation is on the interpreter. And then through that lens of your interpretation is how you color the world, how you see the world. So you could do that through the Quran, same thing. If you have negative mindset, you're going to interpret the Quran in a negative light. And if you have a positive mindset, you're going to interpret the Quran in a positive light. And so on and so forth. Not just Christianity or through Islam. I always use Islam and Christianity because those are the religions I basically know in their religious texts. I also know yoga, but yoga is tricky because it's more open, one truth, many paths. So with that said, you can say, hey, Charlie, that's a bunch of crap. I don't believe that. Now, like a gnat in here. And that's fine too, because that is how you see things. And it's perfectly okay. So today, we're going to continue to